is the last really big thing that we have to talk about, is how to get images into some of our random tools.
Excellent. Okay, so this isn't a unit on ancient Egypt on embalming the body. And the lesson had already gone through the steps of the embalming process. And here we're going to practice vocabulary and pictures. What's nice, this just works exactly like that random text tool, but it's with images. So I can click on it and then click on the arrow and it shoots out the picture. Okay, and I'm going to move oils since they're rubbing down the body. I click on again, comes up with another picture, and I can shoot that one out.
I think it's internal organs. It looks like he's going to pull them out and put them in that basket.
Okay, and as students are doing this, they can talk about the step and make sure to use a vocabulary word. So this works in the same process, but it's nice because you can pull any image in, anything you're talking about.
Yes, and so we're going to show you how to do images with this tool, which is called the Random Image Tool, but the image die works the same way. Or any flash item that you put a picture in kind of works the same way. Once you learn one way, it's pretty straightforward to be able to do another way. So let's add a new page, and we're going to get some images.
And we'll pull in that random image tool that we're using. Okay, where do you go for images, Jackie?
Where do I go? I like to go to, well, let's click on the double arrows, and it tells you drag image here. So we're ready to put an image there. I like to go to Google, so I usually go up to Google Images by clicking on Internet Explorer, going to Google. I just like, the images are usually more specific to what suits for me.
So go ahead and then just click on Images, and we can put I'm going to put it in ancient Egypt. And we can get some other images. So when you find an image that you would like, pyramids, I'm going to click on here. There's a couple ways you can do this. Once you see it in this large size, you can do it from here, or you can click on full size image. Now if you get this one's blocked in the district for some reason. I'm just going to go back and choose another.
Well, you can pull it from this page right now.
Okay, so let's pull it from this page. I'm going to pull down from up here, because we're in Windows 7, and it just restores down the page. Now I see our internet window here with Google Images and the Smart Notebook in the background. I can just drag and drop it right onto the page. And once we're here, I just bring it in, and it resizes it right into our tool.
It's very slick.
I'm going to click Add Another One. And this you can toggle back and forth between Google. Okay, and we're going to come back, and we'll choose one more picture.
You want to make sure you click on the thumbnail of the picture. You don't want to click on the small thumbnail of it from the results page. You want to click on the image first so that it looks in the page that Larissa was just in, where you see the image and that option to see the full-size image, and then you can drag from there
and drop it in. Now if you have huge images, it may be a problem. I would look for that smaller size, and you can tell this one was 300 by 183 or up to maybe 500. When you click on it there, this is the full size. I just wouldn't get too big of images. It can crash.
It has a hard time kind of compressing those large images. Show one more, just for...
One more?
One more, for good measure.
We'll go back.
And again, while she's looking for an image, this works just the same with any of the image tools, the image die and so forth. You'd go grab your images and drag them in just like this. Now this is a little bit of a larger photo.
Yeah, so that was 1600. It's getting a little big. You think we should use it or look for another?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to add a new one.
It's going to resize it for you, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand, so, and you're ready to go.
I'm going to go back and then click on that double arrow. Nice. And I can just go up to the text tool, put my vocabulary, or even put sentences, graphic organizers in the background.
Sounds great.
This is good to do with graphic organizer and use pictures instead of the vocabulary.
One thing I always like to note when we talk about images, I used to be a math teacher, and I would use math equation or equation editor to get really complicated equations into Smart Notebook. Those don't work in the text options that are flashed. So you can take a picture using the camera tool here of an equation and just add it as an image into those image tools. And you'll see Stephanie Carnes submitted this to us, and she did a simplifying rational expressions file. And these are pictures of equations that she found and loaded them into the image tool here. So you'll see them there. Okay? So, and that's a little bit more of an advanced skill, but if you're a math teacher, you always have to kind of try to find the workaround because it's the one subject that's really tricky to use these flash tools with. So we wanted to make sure we made a note of that.
Okay, so now we're on to the task. Oh, we're covered up here, Jackie. Okay, so this task is now for you to create a notebook lesson that you can use tomorrow or next week in class. You should have your first page with your objectives, just good practice. Second page, your mini lesson. And third page, practice or an activity.
Right, and if you have more than one page for a mini lesson or more than one page of a practice or activity, that's great. We just wanted to have at least a minimum kind of goal for you as you're starting to build your lesson.
And make sure that you use at least one random tool that we showed in those lessons.
Okay, and hopefully we gave you some good ideas. You're starting to think of ways that you could make a lesson that's doing something that you're looking to do in class for this assignment.
Excellent. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Bye.